Welcome one, welcome all to the Funhouse. I am Uncle Salty. This is Scooter Magruder. It's episode 17, and it's playtime. For this show, I thought it would be fun to take another trip down memory lane, just like we did back in episode 2. We're going back to 1989 again, as we did in episode 2. It's late March. My dad and I are heading downtown to the baseball card shop. Now, you see, the week prior, when we visited, we were shown what the 1989 Topps baseball cards looked like. The owner had one pack to show us, so we got to see what the new exciting design for the 1989 Topps cards would be. I will always remember one of the cards that I was shown was the Detroit Tigers manager Sparky Anderson. I really thought the design of the cards were cool, so I was hoping that he got some boxes in this week, because I had last week's allowance and this week's allowance. Also, I knew I could talk my dad into buying an entire box. What I got that day was even better. Enter this card. It's a 1989 Fleer Bill Ripken card. Now, the owner shows us this card, and he says, "Hey, what do you think of the new design for the 1989 Fleer cards?" And I looked at it and I said, "Man, those are pretty cool too." I really had my hopes on buying some 1989 Topps, however. So he says, "Well, take a better look at this card and tell me what you see." So I'm studying the card, looking at it, and I don't notice anything different. So I said, I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like a regular baseball card." He says, "Well, take a closer look at the knob on the baseball bat. And we'll try to get this in focus for you. It's going to be a little difficult, but on the knob of the bat, there's some writing. There we go. And he points that out, and I know it was a little difficult to see, but on the knob of the bat, there are two words. One of them is an obscenity. And so I asked him, "Well, do you have any packs of these cards that we could buy?" And he says, "No." He says, I went out and I scoured the entire town. And if you can remember back from episode number 2, the town that I lived in was a very small town. So he says, what you could do is go around town and see if there are any more boxes left. And so I looked at my dad, and away we went. Thanked the owner for giving us the information, and so the entire Saturday we went all around town, and we ended up finding 2 boxes throughout the entire town of Manistee. Found 2 boxes of 1989 Fleer cards. Got home and opened up both of the boxes. And in each of the boxes, we got a Bill Ripken card. Now, Bill Ripken was not a great baseball player, but obviously because of the obscenity on the bat knob, this card is nowadays not worth really a whole lot. But back in 1989, this was a super hot card to get. And it was a fun experience for me back then, and a memory that I will always have, going around town looking for boxes of 1989 Fleer cards so we could get that specific card. I ended up recently, this past summer, buying this card for $62. But just a fun little memory that I'm always going to have, and I thought I would share it with you. Now, to end this video, I'm going to ask you a multiple choice question, and the person that gives the correct answer will win this hat. A brand new Black Clover Lucky You hat. The multiple choice question is, what was my sister's favorite baseball team as a child? Was it A, the Detroit Tigers, B, the Oakland Athletics, C, the Chicago Cubs, or D, the Baltimore Orioles? Come up with the correct answer, comment, and you could win that baseball cap. Excuse me. Hope you enjoyed the short story. Until next time, think about this. I've got a crazy doctor. He told me to keep smoking if I want to stop chewing gum.